What's up, beer drinkers and internet stinkers? Our red light's blinking. We've completed fermentation. It's time to get this bad boy out of the beer maker, carbonate it, and get it into the fridge. So, cheers to that. You're gonna need your beer maker, your beer tap, your alcohol pad, and your CO2 canister. First of all, cheers. Welcome back to the channel. All right, let's get into it. Let's get started. So we're gonna go over here. Your light's blinking red. Press it. It should go solid white. There we go. Tricked me for a second. So we're solid white. Open it up. See, it's the vibratory motors kind of helped clarify it a bit, get a lot of the gunk out. Let's get our lid off. Just kind of set this down over yonder. We're gonna have to disconnect this guy, which is just a press. Same thing down here. So click the bottom one. There we go, wiggle it free. Click the top. Lift this off a little bit. I'm gonna put you down here because I'm gonna have to get the bag out. A little drippage there, but no big deal. I'm gonna put you down so I need the bag off that handle. I'm gonna attempt to not cut our video today. We'll see if I can get through. Alright, here we are. We are dripping a bit, but I think that's just residual drippage, right? So our bag's out. I'm just gonna bring it over to the table, set it down. What you're gonna wanna do is double check that this and this are tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and double check. Because if they are at all loose, once it's under even more pressure, it'll leak for sure. So I got maybe a 1/16 of a turn. So it's something. Then let's get our alcohol pad. And we're gonna clean the inside and rims of all of our valves. So it's gonna be 4 total. We're gonna clean this, I'll do this after. Then we're gonna clean this, and this. Oh, actually I lied to you. There's 2 more we're gonna go. You're gonna clean the insides of these. So if you come over here with me, we're gonna give these a wipe down, 2 of them. We're gonna attach them to this. All right, so it was too critical. I had to pause you guys, sorry. So when you connect those gray valves, after you sanitize, you connect them to here. Screw them on as physically tight as you possibly can. I'm a strong person, a couple 100 pounds, and I had to put all my force behind and still screw it on. It didn't break, but the video and the instructions and everything really stress as hard as you possibly can. So sanitize these, screwed them together. Sanitize that, screwed it together. Retighten these, not quite as aggressive, but super tight. Took my alcohol wipe, did the inside, did the rim. There was some residue there. I just retightened them. Got it all set, right? Now we've got our beer tap here. And it says top valve. The focus, so top valve, right there. That's where you want the handle to be oriented. And you want the, I guess, couplers to sit in these grooves. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me see if you can see from here. Had it upside down. I'm just going to kind of help them sit where they need to sit. This one's giving me some resistance. Remember, I'm walking through this the same time as y'all, first time. All right, so that's sitting. I'm going to attach our extremely tightened little couplers. They just click in. The back and the front. All right, got those clicked in. I'm gonna just feed the tubing back inside. It's giving me a little bit of a hard time here. Try not to kink the line. I'll bring you guys back over here in a second. All right, got that all situated. So if you can see what I was fiddling with, this attaches here, it's clicked in. That's seated in a groove, clicked in. I was trying not to make sure the hosing was in and not resting on the ridge. I don't want the hoses to rest on the ridge here or the ridge here because they'll get kinked. So bag's in, everything's tight. I'm going to close it up here. I'm kind of folding, that's odd. So I'm folding this in a little bit because it's not quite wanting to fit. Let me move you over here. My instructions did not quite prepare me for this. Let me pause you and see what we can figure out. So I went ahead and I rewatched the video. Didn't help me at all. I checked the instructions, didn't help. I just had to uncomfortably shove this inside of itself. I'm trying to make sure my hosing's not getting clamped anywhere. But yeah, you just have to tuck it like you're tucking a sleeping bag and just kind of keep pressing it. I thought it was gonna burst, but got it shut, locked it. Now if we turn it around, we'll see here is the groove for the CO2. They have their little branded CO2s. Gonna plop it in, start twisting. They mentioned to prepare yourself for a loud noise. So I'm just turning it. Little resistance. I'm gonna keep twisting it here. There's our loud noise. They said that noise that we heard can take up to 30 seconds to stop. As you heard there, ours stopped pretty quickly. That could have been because our bag, as you noticed, was already so inflated and so pressurized, likely from the yeast or what have you, that it didn't need a ton of artificial forced carbonation, but that's that. When you have it in the fridge, you want to have it oriented naturally, logo up this way, or else they're mentioning the beer won't really want to come out. From here, we're going to throw it in the fridge, and I'll see y'all in 24 hours when it's time to drink. Cheers.